Wow, guys.
Finally, we don't catch up.
You don't catch up? I feel like we are so excited. You don't know what you're saying anymore.
I always know what I'm saying. What are you accusing me of something?
Anyway, guys, please ignore my husband. We are finally starting a podcast. We've been wanting to start this podcast for the longest time. Ozzy wanted us to start the podcast about 2 years ago. Well, I wasn't down for it because we were just dating at that time and I wasn't ready for us to break up and then have to dissolve everything and then it would be awkward and weird. But now that we are married, I feel some form of security. So we are finally starting the podcast. So hi guys, welcome to our podcast, The Momoh's Corner, which I came up with, by the way, because I'm cool like that. Thank you very much.
That's actually a really good name. Honestly.
You're welcome.
We had other runner-ups, but this one just,
I'm too good.
Chop knuckle.
Say it.
Yeah, of course. You're too good. I married
Period.
you, obviously.
So at the end of the day, the compliment sticking back to you. Nice one.
You know how it is.
Nice one. Anyway.
No, not to take it away from you. You did such a fantastic job. Honestly, as much as I wanted this podcast for us to do it like a long time ago, in all honesty, this is all you, man. I have to give you your flowers.
Are you not glad that I told us not to start at that time? What would you have said? We didn't even have anything to say.
I mean, there was me there, so...
My God! This is the beginning of pride. You know what the Bible says about proud people? Pride goes before a what?
They go up. No, but really... I'm saying that, yeah, obviously I'm happier that we are starting now. In fact, I think now we have everything that we need for this podcast.
Yeah.
At least so far. Right now, for where we want the podcast to be, we have what
it's still not giving the aesthetic I want, but eventually, in the future, we will keep getting better and then we'll get what we want. But for now, this is good. This is okay.
Okay, so let's not do so much back talk that we don't introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So, ladies first.
Hi guys, my name is Dorcas Boro. You should know me from my YouTube channel, Dorcas Boro. Please, if you're not subscried, please, right now, go there
This
and
is
subscribe.
not a time to give shameless plug.
Thank
Just
you very much.
yourself.
I'm going to give shameless.
Of course, Shamlam is good.
I'm
It's
going
good.
to give you shameless.
Wait, but you said something I don't understand. You say your
What?
name is Dorcas.
Boo-oro.
Is that all?
Yes. Okay, fine. This is the Momoh's Corner. So obviously, my name is Dorcas Boro Momoh.
Because if you say this is the Momoh's Corner and then there is Ozzy Momoh and Dorcas Boro, it's conflicting. You understand?
Dorcas Boro Momoh. Are you happy?
Yes, thank you. God bless you. So, hi, I'm extraordinary.
They would have to pronounce it. Extraordinary.
Hi, I'm Ozzy Momoh, and I am married to this very wonderful, gorgeous lady sitting next to me.
You're welcome. I aim to please. Yeah.
And honestly, on this podcast, what we intend to do is just to come and have conversations.
Yeah, have a good time, talk about life, talk about our experiences, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Do some funny stuff.
Yeah.
This year's quite funny.
Sometimes. Wait, you say I'm quite funny.
You
now
are.
you can admit it.
No, I've always admitted that you're funny.
But-
I always say you're funny. The only thing is that, please guys, have you noticed that some men just feel like because they see other comedians standing on the stage and giving comedy and having like comedy specials, they just think they can do it. Ozzy feels like he can have a comedy special. Like Netflix has nothing on him.
No.
Kevin Hart is learning work.
No. This is.
You're funny, as in everyday funny. You're not funny as in climb on the stage and go do comedy funny.
But that's not true. Again, I'm not Kevin Hart funny. Let's stop. What I said is stand-up is a skill
Okay.
that anyone with more time and persistence can grow me. That's
Like any other skill. Yeah.
That's one thing I said.
Yeah.
Secondly, I also said because of my personality,
Yeah.
I just need to hone the craft, the skill of the comedy. That's all I said.
Okay.
I didn't say, I mean, right now, yes, I can make people laugh, but not to the extent. And I also never said I want a full stand-up comedy special. I'm like, at this point in my life...
Why are you changing mouths?
Wait.
Stop changing mouths!
At this point, I am like the 10 to 15 minutes kind of guy special. Like, clip. I can do that, obviously. I can come up with like a 5 to 10
you're funny.
minutes.
You're like everyday funny. You're like, you make me laugh. My heart wants to burst funny. But you're not like, climb on a stage and I'll listen to you for 30 minutes funny.
Again, I'm not saying 30 minutes.
I love you, baby. That's why I'm telling you the truth.
I'm telling you 15, 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes.
Babe.
That day we were in the room that you were laughing. That was just like 5 minutes. So I just need to write. See, do you know that those things you just need to work on like 2 to 3 jokes?
Why do you think we're laughing in the room?
Jesus.
Maybe the last thing I did that's making me to laugh. Let's be guided.
Shame on you.
Anyway. So for the first video, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people do not know us. So we're going to, number one, introduce ourselves and say how we met. So irritating, you're so annoying. This boy is so annoying. Anyway, and talk about how we met. So do you want to do us the honors and tell the people how we came to be Mr. and Mrs.?
It's always like better when you tell the story.
Oh, yeah, I always tell the story, please.
No. Because you tell it so much better.
I know. I'm good like that.
I wouldn't want to have it other ways, you know? Like,
oh my God, this talk is long. It's okay. I'll tell the story. Anyway, so it was long ago in 2016. There was 2016. There was a little boy called Momoh in somewhere in Kaduna State, Nigeria, and he was recording a Periscope live.
Yeah.
And there was a girl somewhere in Cyprus, and she was in her room in Navi Parks, and she just randomly went on this app called Periscope, and she saw this dude online recording and talking about Jesus Christ. And as soon as she saw him, her eyes glistened, and she said, wow, I have met my Prince Charming. I'm going to marry him.
But you know, that is actually crazy. Like, most people now, even most people that know us, they don't know this particular story.
Crazy, I know.
And I'm sure many people watching this that know us to be like, wow, Dorcas.
I know. I set my eyes on him. I said, I'm going to get you. You, this boy, I'm going to get you. And I got him. But anyway, it took a lot of years. But I did it. When you put your mind to something, guys, let me encourage you. I have a word for you today. When you put your mind to something, make sure you keep at it. The Lord will do it. Anyway, let me be serious now.
I don't know what to say.
I saw him. So randomly, I didn't know Momoh before this day.
Which is crazy because I'm like popular.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, no, use that door and get out of this place. Let me tell you, Ozie is going off of past glory. 2015, 2016 to 2018, Ozie was popular.
2019, actually.
Let me calm down. After that time, new students started coming, so nobody knew you. You became an old baba. So, and moreover, you're now in the UK. People in Cyprus know you're not in the UK, so you have to humble yourself. Anyway, 2016, Ozie he was in school in Cyprus, but I didn't know him at the time. So he went back to Nigeria because he dropped out of school. Do you want to tell the story of how you dropped out of school?
Okay, so yeah. I was studying engineering. I did 2 years in Ghana, engineering. Shout out to Regent University. I don't know if they have changed, so maybe not shout out. And then I complained to my parents this is not working. So I moved to Cyprus to continue my engineering degree. I was studying electrical engineering. One day in my physics class.
Who would have believed? By now, if for they fix all the bulb for this house. It's all should stick to engineering. You say no.
One day I was sitting in my physics class and I just, this is not working out. So I stood up and left. That was the end.
Wow.
I just walked out.
Talk about impulse.
I just walked out of the class and I'm like, I'm never going back again. And that's how I quit engineering. My heart, my soul was
for the Lord.
Sold out.
Was burning for the Lord. But God not tell us that we should be foolish in our decision making.
No, but that was in my mind. I wasn't being foolish. And if we're being
in your mind,
honest,
you're going to go to pastor school.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Bible school. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to go to Bible school.
At the end of the day, the funniest thing about that, not to like go back on what we were talking about, but you would have gone to school and then gone to Bible school. Nothing was stopping you from finishing your undergraduate and then going to Bible school.
Do you know?
You did not have to drop out.
I mean, at the time, that was the only option. I remember my brother telling me that, bro, they'll always be sinners, man. Just relax.
Your brother shower. I mean, that's not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is that finish your undergrad, get your certificate, and then go to Bible school.
That's what he was trying to insinuate. Yeah. That's like, finish this one first. Yeah. But in my heart, I have this last born syndrome. I just wanted what I want when I wanted it.
Yes. Ozie wants what he wants when he wants it. And exactly how he said it till today, that's how he is.
It's not that bad now.
That's exactly how it was. Ozie could be doing something right there in the moment and then his mind just goes to, I want to do something else. He would abandon everything. Even if it's like somebody's life was at stake, he would abandon it and go and do what he wants to do.
Maybe that's why I did not become a doctor.
Thank God you did not become a doctor. Because what if you are performing surgery and then you remember, oh, I want to eat something, and then you stand up and you leave the person.
No. Obviously, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as she's saying. I've said.
Ozzy.
Anyway.
It's that bad. Should I talk about what happened this morning?
No.
It's that bad.
No, that's a different case. Like that's a very different thing entirely. This morning I was in the writing spirit, but let's move forward.
You're always in the something spirit.
Let me finish this part so that I can go back to your story.
Oh yeah.
So I met my parents and called my parents. The day I called my parents, I listened to Oceans like 9 times.
Your parents are very, very nice and lenient. My parents, that's on. So, you will stay there.
So my mom told me, okay, come back home, I guess. Because my plan was to go to Rema Bible School in Abuja. I had it all planned out. Like in my mind, I had like the map of what I wanted to do. Yeah. And since
are you glad that it didn't work out that way?
Obviously, if it had worked out any other way, I wouldn't be here. We would not be married. If my life journey even if I had finished in Ghana or I had finished engineering, we would not be here.
True.
Continue. So all of these things has brought to me and you to be together.
You're welcome.
So now you're welcome. Anyway, basically, I'm just running around to just say that's why I quit school. Called my parents, told them I want to become a pastor full time, so I want to leave school. My mom was like, oh, okay. Come when I got back home, the moment I landed in Lagos, my mom told me, I know you're missing us. You're going back to school.
Your mom is so
wait,
sweet.
hold on.
I absolutely love her.
All right, it's not affecting
guys. Ozzy's mom just called. Talk about the angel. What the? Because I'm a child of God.
We'll call her back.
Yeah.
So my mom just said, okay, I know you're missing us, so that's why I wanted to come back home because I hadn't been home in like 2 years at that point. She said, but you're going back home to complete your education.
You're going back to school.
You're going back to school, sorry. And I went back. That's when I left in 2016.
Yeah. So 2016, while he was on his sabbatical in Nigeria, he used to make like random sermon videos on Periscope. So basically one of those videos, I don't know why, randomly I went online on Periscope and I saw this dude preaching and I was like, wow. And the things he was saying was very different from what I had heard in the past. And I was like, wow, he talks so well and he's so smart. And that time I used to be like, I used to have a thing. I still have a thing. That's why I married him. For like people that know the Bible well and I can teach it. Sorry, I'll stop using my hands. I'm just used to like explaining.
I'm joking.
Anyway, so yeah, that's why I was just like, okay, I'm going to marry this boy. I'd never seen him before. I don't know anything about him, but I was like, I'm going to marry you. Anyway, so he said something on the Periscope that I did not understand. So I was like, he said that if you have any questions, you slide into his DMs on Facebook and he would be responding, right? So I slid into his DMs. This is not to say that you should be sliding into people's DMs, but he worked for me. So if you want to take that advice... Okay. So I slid into his DMs to ask a question. He was very direct. I was not trying to beat around the bush and say, oh, hi. Just, hello, I watched you on Periscope and you said this. What is it? Straight to the point. And he responded almost immediately, actually. And that was really nice.
Yeah, I don't snub it. But I wouldn't say that works or you should do that because it didn't.
That's why I did not give advice that they should do it.
No, I'm saying...
Some people have met their husbands through DMs.
Yes, true, 100%. And
our own did not work, but doesn't mean that somebody else's cannot work. Praise the Lord.
I guess your own backstory is way backer than mine because
way
mine...
Backer.
Yeah, a little backer. You know? Because for me, where my own story starts was from when you came back.
Wait, now we're
okay.
So he responded and that was it. He never said anything. He didn't ask me how I was doing or anything. He just moved on with his life. So I was like, okay, cool. This guy is not interested in anything. Usually when somebody signs your DM, won't you go to their page and like check on their pictures and see like how does this person look or something? Also, didn't do all that. So he didn't continue the conversation and I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
Do you know how many people message me to ask me a question?
But yeah, whatever. Plus, I didn't even show any interest. I was just asking a question and then I said, oh, thank you. And then I ended the conversation. So it makes sense that you'd respect me and just keep your distance. Anyway, fast forward to June. I went to Bible study. So we were having Bible study at Hughes. That time Hughes was not like the church it is right now. It was just Bible study we used to have on Saturdays. And at that time we were having the Bible studies in front of
people watching will not even know what.
Also Hughes is a fellowship of
our fellowship in Cyprus.
Yeah, of Africans in Cyprus. Not just Africans, many people, anybody can come in Cyprus. So basically, yeah, when it just started, it was started by our good friend, Pastor Prof, Ridwan Olaoke.
We call him Pastor Prof because at the time he was still trying to get his PhD.
Yeah.
And it was just like he was an assistant professor at the time.
Yeah.
So we just used to call him Prof. And so, then he became the pastor, so we call him
Pastor Prof. Yeah.
Anyway,
so we're in front of communication and media studies. If you were in EMU, that colorful building close to the gates, close to where's that place? That restaurant opposite.
Makers.
Close to Makers. So we're there, we're sitting there having Bible study, and randomly, guess who walked in? Ozie Momoh, my husband.
Yeah,
hey,
say that your husband.
My husband is here, Lord. That's how I felt. Literally, I was so gassed when I saw him. I was like, oh my God, Ozie Momoh is here.
That boy.
And everyone of me was just like, oh my God. And so anyway, the Bible study ended and everybody was saying hi to each other. I refused to go to him on purpose because I didn't want it to seem like I was into him. Please. And then he came to me and said hi. And then I thought that he came to me to say hi because he remembered me from Periscope and from Facebook, but he didn't. He was just being polite. So anyway, I was like, oh, okay, cool. He doesn't remember me. And then I introduced myself. I was like, yeah, I'm the girl from Periscope. Da, 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 da. And then he said, oh, hi. And he prayed for me. And then he prayed for me, prayed something about my family and everything. And it was really nice. And that was it. We didn't talk. We didn't say anything. So anyway, I moved on. I got into another relationship with somebody else. Ozzy moved on with his life also. And fast forward to 2018, 2 years later.
Really? It was 2 years?
It was 2 years later.
Wow.
So I moved. I also went back to Nigeria, but mine was not because of stubbornness. Mine was not because of I wanted to become a daughter of God. I was already a daughter of God.
Other things.
Mine was finances, not other things. Mine was finances. I went back home, and then eventually I came back in 2018. So when I came back, Ozie became really good friends with my then boyfriend. They were really close. So I used to see him around and just like talk to him and everything. But we just, I even forgot that I had anything with him in 2016. Like I forgot that he was even the guy on Periscope. Like it was not even on my mind. Anyway, so a year later, I broke up with my then boyfriend. And then Ozie and I became closer because that time we just bonded over like him trying to help me get through the breakup, and we just talk about everything, and he had somebody in his life that he liked at the time, so he would just tell me about her, and like we just bonded over life. Plus I used to go to his house with Tolu, one of our friends. We used to just
shout out Tolu.
Shout out. We used to go to his house to just chill. It was this time was summer. Ozie was living with Chipo, our friend, but Chipo then went to Nigeria, South Africa for holiday. So we used to go to Ozie's house, Tolu and I, to just chill, eat, and just watch movies. It was so fun. I remember we wanted to start a podcast, 3 of us. We used to have such good conversations.
At that point, anyway, let's move forward.
Anyway, so yeah, we were like playing as friends. Like I literally had friends on him at this point. I was just chilling. I was seeing other people. So I wasn't really, my mind was not like, oh, Ozie could be like, there could be a thing between us, basically. If anything, I actually thought that he would like Tolu, not me, because they had a friendship before I even came to join the friend group, because they knew each other for like years back in secondary school.
Yeah, me and Tolu did the same high school. So
yeah, I went to the same high school. You're talking like such a Nigerian. Did the same high
school. I'm gonna leave it. I am Nigerian. I'm Nigerian.
No, Nigerian.
Je suis Nigerian. Give them the French.
Nigerians don't speak French. We don't speak French. We speak English.
But my mom speaks French. How about that?
Congratulations. So it was genetics.
How?
She gave me the French. Give me my card.
Yeah. What you say? What? Excuse me? She's fluent in French, and now I understand. Genetics. Yeah. Okay. I got it from her.
It's all right.
We anyway. Want French seed in my house.
Yeah, French seed.
Yeah. Let me wait before I continue. Do you know your conjugation verbs?
Ozie,
je suis, tu es,
il est, elle est, vous
êtes, ils sont, elles sont.
One
more time.
I don't know, leave me alone. Anyway, so I used to chill in his house and like throughout summer, it was just really, really, really good vibes. So sometimes Ozie would call Tolu and say, oh, come over to my house. And then Tolu would call me and be like, oh, are you going to Ozie's house today? I'll be like, oh, no, I don't feel like it. And then she would go alone.
That summer. Can we just bask in the fact that I had a house alone And I had money.
You had a lot of money. We used to chill, guys. We used to eat like steak. We used to make like fish. We used to make a lot of nice things for us.
Bro.
We enjoyed our lives. Me and Tolu, both of us did not like cooking. And then we had this wonderful friend that liked cooking. So he always used to invite us to his house to come and eat free food. And we used to go with whatever legs. Anyway, so Tolu called me sometimes. I'll be like, I don't feel like going. So this day, I called Tolu. Ozzy had texted me to come over to his house to eat. And then I texted Tolu. I was like, oh, I'm going to Ozzy's house. Do you want to come? And then she's like, nah, she's busy with something. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went alone to his house and we just spent the day together watching movies, watching stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Loved it.
You know the girl that acted You Always Be My Maybe? The Chinese.
Ali Wong.
I don't know. Is Chinese? Is she Chinese?
Ali Wong. I just told you her
Where
name.
is she from?
Move forward.
No,
I don't remember where
I don't
she's
want
from.
to be like, what's the word? When you go and give somebody, to call somebody, like say somebody's from a place they're not actually not from.
I don't know, but I just told
She's
you her
Asian.
name.
Anyway, so yeah.
You can't miss.
So she, yeah. So we watched a lot of things like that. And then we ate, but then it started getting really late into the night, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And that time was summer. So usually in Cyprus, if you know how Cyprus is, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. is not late. That's when everybody's awake. Because during the day,
house him in one him.
I'm even literally trying to explain myself. During the day, daddy and mommy, during the day, people sleep in Cyprus. And at night, they go out. So that's the reason why I was in man house at 1 a.m. It's not because I just wanted to be in man house. I'm not usually in man house. I'm usually in my house. But on this occasion, particular occasion that brought us to be married, it was because it was summer. Anyway, so I was at his house and we ordered food and then we were eating. Then
let me give context first. Like you just breezed over that context. We need to stress emphatically that life in Cyprus, and I stayed in the school dormitory.
Not school dormitory.
Not in the school.
In the school, but in an
apartment.
In an apartment, yeah.
So usually during the summer, for anyone who lived in Famagusta or in school can attest to this, we were out at night. Like the sun was so hot during the day, so nobody was doing any single thing.
You're just trying to.
Hello.
It's not me.
Hello.
It's not me. I'm innocent.
You remember, even me and Michael have stayed in Juwon's house overnight because we were playing cards.
Yeah.
So in Cyprus, you understand? Hello. The pastor man, you cannot.
I will say expose pastor man. Don't worry, this story is getting juicy.
It's getting what?
Juicy.
Yeah, nah,
so we're watching the movie and everything, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, so I moved to the chair because I wanted to be comfortable, and then also to move to the chair. So we're just like chilling, like just vibing.
It's moving next to you.
Tell me why Uncle is shifting closer. My mind did not stick with it because the vibes were immaculate. Like everything was. Shut up! Let me give this story. Everything was nice and sweet. You know, the mood was set, but me, my brain, I was thinking friend zone. Like, yes, if it was any other person, I would be like, okay, something's gonna happen. But with this, my friend, I was like, okay, Jesus. Mood is what? There's nothing. Tell me why Uncle was bringing on lips to lock with me. To lock with mine. He was bringing on lips. I said, hey, what's going on?
I am ashamed. What?
Don't worry, but it to be married to me. Kanda is good. It's all for good and not for evil. I said to God, that was my reaction. I literally moved back. I was like, sorry, what is going on? And then he was so ashamed. He was like, I'm sorry. He kept apologizing. And he was so cute to me. And then, yeah, that's when I just realized, oh, okay, this can actually be a thing.
There was something brewing in my chest all the time.
Yeah, because I didn't know there was something brewing in your chest. I did not expect. Honestly, at that time, I was that naive to not even think that you saw me in that way. I really, really thought that we were just being friends. And I'd forgotten about any feeling I had for you in 2016, because that time was just like I was going off of what I was seeing. I didn't know anything about you. But now that I'd grown to know you and you're such a good friend, like my best friend at that time, like my coolest friend, I had no reason to like you in that way. So it was like,
but now, fellas,
where is this lips coming from? Take it away from me.
But wait, fellas, let's talk about this. There is hope for us yet. This story is a story of hope.
Of hope, from friend zone to husband.
But do you know? I won't even lie. Yeah, I can't explain how I started growing these feelings. Like I don't even know. I'm not even gonna lie.
It was meant to be. It was meant to what?
Your prayers in 2016 started chasing me.
Was like fire. I did not pray about it 16. Voice. I just said it. I said it into the atmosphere. I manifested it. I'm saying manifest. Manifest.
Now, wait. We have to also clarify again.
You just clarified a lot of things.
We need to. Because our parents watch this.
Oh, yeah.
We are in a way endorsing staying in man's house.
Where? The thing is, again, we already clarified that we were friends. It was not that I was staying in your house for any other reason. Literally, we were just going over.
No,
and moreover, it was not the first time that I stayed in your house that late. It was usually 3 of us that stay in your house that late.
But my point is, why does in the new terrain, with the way the world has changed now,
I don't want to see anybody a friend in the house by midnight.
Because
go to your house.
Because that's not how you tell me this story. Imagine my daughter. Hello, in man's house. By what time?
Docas! My mom is coming. In my house! Mommy, I'm married to him now. Let's humble ourselves.
But anyway, thank God. We thank God that that's about it.
Yeah, that was about it. Anyway, so he apologized and we just moved on. And then, okay, so he was walking me back home because he wanted to call a taxi for me, but I didn't want. I just wanted us to talk about it. Like, why did you try to kiss me? What is this? What's going on? And then I asked him, I was like, why did you try to kiss me? Like, what happened? And then he's like, yeah, I think I like you. And I was like,
is it blowing in my chest?
It's like, you like me? It's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't tell him I like him because I did not like him. Let me not go and lie to Momoh. Anyway, we moved on from that, and eventually, like, we kept spending time together, and then we started talking about, okay, maybe we should get into a relationship. So yet I did not love him, but I was like, okay, this seems safe, and he's my best friend, so I mean, why not? But then we couldn't get into a relationship because there were a lot of things happening at the time.
But from that time, it took a whole year.
Yeah, a year.
Another year
a whole year.
Of up and down.
Of back and forth.
Just
seeing other people. Many other things that happened in that year. Until
it was
literally a year later. Literally.
Not on the
dot, but literally a year later. Because the time that happened was in like June. That you trying to kiss me. We started dating in August.
Yeah. So
the next year, August.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So anyway, he asked me to be his girlfriend one day in like the end of July. I remember perfectly. The last week of July, you asked me to be your girlfriend, and I told you that you should give me time because I needed to sort out some extracurricular activities around me. So I said,
just outing yourself in public.
Yeah, I would say it in my chest. That moment, I'm sorry to say, but I'm a married man. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it.
In all of these things, you are still chasing God.
I'm chasing the Most High God. Hallelujah. Anyway,
the most excellency.
Jesus, praise the Lord. So I needed to because I knew that if I was going to date Ozie he now became like my best friend. I knew that I did not want to hurt him. I knew I wanted to do it right. So I knew that I needed to sort out any other thing. He needed to be the only person on my radar. So I sorted out every other thing. And then a week later, I told him. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Before we move forward, we need to I like clarifying these things.
Don't clarify.
Wait, now.
Is you clarify?
I'm trying to help you.
Don't help me.
So
don't help me.
When she said she's trying to end our extracurriculars, so me and Doc have very different idea of dating. Her own idea is that she can entertain other people at the same time.
Because let's clarify. Okay, now I'm about to clarify. There's a difference between dating and being in a relationship.
Yeah.
If we are dating, I'm dating. Many people can be dating different people.
So she
go out on dates.
She have plenty suitors and she's going out. That's what is happening. Because when you say you have to sort out your other issues now.
Oh no! People, I'm not in a relationship. Let's be focused. Focus.
Now that I say I want to help you,
focus.
You know that.
I don't know that people are bad. People are bad mind.
Your mind.
It's rotting. What I mean is that I was dating like multiple people.
Jesus baby.
That's it. Jesus baby. So I needed to sort out tell everybody, okay, cool. I found somebody now that I want to start a relationship with. So I ended it. And then I told Ozie, I want to be a girlfriend now. And then since then, 2020. I was going to 2021. I was like, no, we've been together for longer. 2020. Because he first time he asked me, I was 2019. Yeah. Then 2020, we started dating. August 6, 2020.
Yeah. And I mean, we won't say that the journey has been smooth.
Yeah.
We had lots of intervals of breaks and fights and all that.
We had 2 major fights. Yeah.
2.
The first one was dumb because we literally called our friends and we're like, guys, so Ozzy and I have concluded that we want to break up. I'm sure you guys can remember. It was Chimobi, Vanessa, Juwon, and Doyin.
Yeah.
And Daniel or something.
No. It was
we told them, yeah, we think we're gonna, and they were just like, why? I remember I literally see Vanessa's face and Juwon's face, like, why?
And we're like, we think it's the way we want to go. We're not vibing. We're not vibing on the right frequency.
People was like, see, this one's done. Anyway, so we did it. We ended up getting back together. But the last breakup was the one that just gave both of us a wake-up call. Because the last breakup was really, really intense. At this time, it was like, we're not getting back together for real. Ozzy was like mad at me. And me, I was just like feeling very proud. Like, I'm not going to ask for forgiveness because I am dark as Moro. But eventually I realized I actually do not want to do life without this person. Like, honestly, I felt that's the time that I actually felt like, okay, cool. I'm not good anyway. Like, before that time, I was feeling like, if it doesn't want, I'm going to leave this. There's better on the other side. The pasture is greener on the other side. The pasture is greener on the other side. I was doing that.
What's this ridiculous? I don't know why anytime
the grass is greener on the other side.
Grass is greener on the other side.
Let's go there. Hey,
that's what I thought when I took the ride.
I burnt my bridges. Is enough. Is enough. Is enough. Anyway, yeah. So at that point, I realized, okay, no, I don't want any other person. I want Ozzy. So we got back together at that time. And yeah, since then we were together 3 years later. No, 2 years later, literally 2022, August 2022, you asked me to marry you. And I said, yes, of course, literally in the video. Like, I was watching the video back and I literally said, you said, will you marry me? You said a lot of things that I did not even remember.
She was so excited.
I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like, yes. And I was like, of course. And then, yeah, we got married a few months later and he's here. That's how we got married. That's the story of Mr. and Mrs. Momoh.
The summarized version.
The very, 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 very streamlined and summarized version. Joel will know the real story. The back and forth and the middle and the center. People that have been with us in all this, through all the turmoil.
But you see that I couldn't have told the story this way. So
you're welcome.
Yeah. You always do a fine job.
That's it. That's it.
Do you know how it feels to wake up to this damn say every month?
Gas me up!
Hello. Don't do this. Stop it. I like it. By the way, we are posting this video on Dorcas's birthday.
Yes, guys.
So you can be nice enough to put happy birthday under.
It's my birthday. Guys, guess how old?
Don't need to tell them your age.
I am turning.
What we should it's not 10.
10.
Anyway, what we think that should happen, you can wish her well in the comments. You can
subscribe, like, comment. What else they say?
And send phone.
Share to at least 2 people, guys. That's my birthday gift. Each person share to at least 2 people. See if this channel will not blow. If this channel will not. I dare you. See if this channel will not blow.
What's this? We want to say that you see this thing. We're hoping that this channel will progress. No, I need to be honest with these people.
Let's be honest.
We are hoping that this channel will progress. Because I think we can tell them our vision and plan for this podcast.
Yeah, of course.
So we are starting off the Momoh's Corner as a way for both of us to actually be more comfortable in front of a camera and to build a dynamic. But our hope is that we want to have a bigger platform and space, and I won't say the name so that people will not steal it.
Yes.
But we have like the main podcast that we actually want to start is a podcast where we'll be interviewing other married couples, and just asking them deep questions about marriage,
about life,
about what it feels to be married. Because
Ozzy and I don't know what we're doing
at all.
Let's be honest, or just winging it. So
and God is keeping us. But
honestly,
and again, is the reason why we want to start this kind of thing is because online we don't have so many resources for starting out couples,
Christian married couples.
Yes, exactly. Starting out couples and people who are looking into get married.
And we don't feel like we have. So don't think we're coming here to give you guys advice, because we don't even have advice to give anybody. So we want to receive advice. And at the same time, we know that there are couples like us who are just starting out in marriage that need this important advice. So that's why we're going to be interviewing like older couples, even couples in our age grade or our age limit.
That have been married for a while.
Yeah, and just ask them questions that will be very helpful for couples.
Like we're going to go. You know, I feel like when you are talking and I'm listening, I feel like the pastors were and don't
and at the end of the day, see you there.
Does that mean no, but really it's our heart desire to have that kind of platform.
Yeah.
To bring something like that. It's going to be vulnerable. Hopefully we will not cry or we will not
Hopefully I will not cry because you are like don't to cry. Like stone. I don't even know if your chest have really turned to flesh from stone. Anyway, but for now,
for those who don't get it, that's a Bible joke. Ezekiel.
I thought they would get it. I don't know why. I just thought everybody would get it. Anyway, but for now, before we start getting the older couples to come on this,
we need to raise funds.
You know, we need to build the community first.
Yes.
From the bottom up. So that's why. That's why we are gonna start this. Just both of us, just vibing and chilling and talking about life and our experiences, and then eventually
in anticipation
for
that other one.
Wow, because obviously we know that these people have lives and they have schedules and they are busy. So when we can get them to be interviewed, we interview them and include that. But for now, it's just both of us because we are available when we are available. It's on our time.
Yeah, this is literally our living room. We are just talking in front of. In fact, anyway, we don't want to say, but this is our living room.
Guys, my language don't ruin it like that.
Really?
Yes, is it do?
What's the meaning?
I have no clue. By the way, we should actually need to talk about this. I was thinking about it. How
we should actually need to talk about it.
Please let the English breathe. In this society, like this new generation of people getting married and people starting their lives, a lot of us, especially immigrants or people that live abroad, we don't know how to speak our language.
Yeah.
Like we might understand it when our parents speak it to us, but we're not really encouraged to speak it back. So how are we going to teach the next generation, like our kids, how to speak the language? We'll talk about it in the next podcast.
But I found a YouTube
that teaches people how to speak Edo also.
I mean, now they are focusing on the 3 major Nigerian languages.
How far? Me, I need them to learn. I don't want them. What are they doing with the rest of the language? I'm not Yoruba. I'm not Hausa. I'm not Igbo. I'm Edo Ososo. So I want the one that will teach them how to speak Ososo. You are not Hausa Ozi. You are from Gande. You have a channel that teaches your children how to speak Gande. So
all the if you are out there and you have a vision like this, you know, maybe by the time we'll blow, we'll put one inside.
You actually need to talk about this. It's a real issue for immigrants and for children or people in our age limit that live abroad, because at the end of the day, we don't really know how to speak English.
The problem,
very few people that know how to speak.
The problem with me is that I have not lived in Nigeria in so long.
Yeah,
in over 10 years, I haven't.
It's okay. We'll start a new podcast, guys. We'll talk about it.
Yes, we'll talk about this. Thank you so much for tuning in, for giving us your time. We really appreciate it. We know that you watching this video is your time, and we
I'm trying not to be that person that is just silent. So I'm trying to do my own thing.
We know that it's your time, and so we'll try to be good stewards of it. So thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next video.